Welcome to Ketchikan. We're only here in this port for about 5 hours, so we are grabbing a quick breakfast. It's just after 8:30. I'm only going to eat a little bit because I definitely want to try the salmon here. I read that this is like the salmon capital of the world, but am going to enjoy some coffee, and if you've watched some of the previous videos, probably some of those hash browns as well, but am definitely enjoying the view from our breakfast table. It's a lot windier and chillier than I thought it would be, considering how up north we were earlier and how cold it was there. But here's our first look at Ketchikan. Here's that picture. Everyone wants Ketchikan, salmon capital of the world. So definitely gonna get some salmon while we're here. Kind of off the main drag here to check out the park district of Ketchikan, as well as the fish hatchery. Here's a good look at this salmon ladder right here. We're not entirely sure what it's used for, but we're thinking possibly that younger salmon would use that, which is easier to get down than that. This is the Deer Mountain Hatchery that we're going to check out. It's a salmon hatchery here in Ketchikan. As some of the cruise staff kind of told us, we are here pretty early in the season, so the salmon are not running yet. Therefore, the Deer Mountain Hatchery will not be open till later in the season. Shoot. The city park right by the Deer Mountain Hatchery, right next to this stream right here, so it's a great place to walk around and kind of get away from that main stretch of stores right by the docks. That building right there was the salmon hatchery that we tried to check out, and just across the way is this Totem Heritage Center. This totem right here was erected 20 years ago in 1999. And it looks like there's another one down there, so let's go check that one out. Here's a better look at that first totem that I showed you. This totem was actually raised in 1979 with this Heritage Center. Totem poles either tell a story or commemorate ancestors. This one tells a story, and it's about when Raven, who I believe is the guy at the top, struck his wife. She ran off, and when she ran off, it left Raven and the slaves with nothing but bullheads. We can peek through the fence of the hatchery and see all the big pools they have here, but this would definitely be a cool place to visit when it opens for the season. I thought this was kind of cool. This person put a tube in place so you can make a wish in that wishing well, even though it's kind of a far throw. They made it really easy for you. I think we found where we're going to eat a very early lunch at this Alaska Fish House. So this is kind of like a quick service place. You place your order here, take a number, and then you should get a seat in there. Pretty busy right now. I got a cup of the chowder and a half pound of the Dungeness crab legs. So I am pretty excited to try this. Here's the salmon chowder I got. This is actually the bowl. I did order the cup, but I guess I got a bowl instead. That's what the cup looks like. Really, really good. There's pretty large chunks of salmon in there, and it's got kind of like a nice low heat to it, a low spice to it. It's really good. And here are my crab legs, which look delicious as well, so I can't wait to dig into those. I did kind of want to show how dark this Dungeness crab meat is. I'm used to a more pinkish colored meat, but I will say I love the saltiness of this. We ate a very early lunch there, but as you can see, the line goes out the door as the afternoon goes on, so get there early if you want to eat there. I really, really enjoyed that meal. I've never had Dungeness crab, and I don't know if it's just because it was so fresh, but it was so salty and delicious. So I definitely want to try Dungeness crab again just to do a comparison, but that was excellent. The chowder was on the spicy side, but I loved it. Just a kind of a low heat, low constant heat, not like burning your mouth type heat. The cornbread was kind of dry, and I didn't really like the salmon and the cornbread together. I just didn't like that flavor, but definitely a great experience. Glad I finally got to try some crab legs in Alaska. Just to show you, right there is where I got stuck on the water slide, right over the ship. Alright, this is our last footsteps in Alaska. It's day 5 and we're still discovering new places on this humongous Norwegian Bliss. This is at the back of the ship, and this is kind of cool. They have see-through things you can step on and see down below. We're on our way to Victoria. We're getting an early dinner at Taste because we have a 7:30 reservation for Jersey Boys. So really excited about that. And just to give you some perspective, here's Taste right here, and just across the bars in the middle, that's Savor. And they seem to both have the same menus. When I said that Savor and Taste have the same menus, they do change every night, but Savor, Taste, and Manhattan seem to all have the same menu every night. I'm very excited about this cream of asparagus soup. I think I may try this avocado hummus as well. For my entree, I think I'm gonna get the New York strip, and then we'll have to see what they have for dessert. Every dinner we've had at one of the sit-down restaurants come with a really nice bread basket with an array of different breads. We've actually had different breads every night. Some are the same, but it's always a different combination. This is the cream of asparagus. You can really smell those hazelnuts on top. The hazelnuts really add a nice texture and taste to this cream of avocado soup. I will say it's the teeniest bit just kind of bland. It's a nice warm dish on this cooler day. I did end up getting 2 appetizers. This is the avocado hummus. Comes with some pita chips, chickpeas on top, and also comes with some veggies to enjoy it with, so I'm very excited about this. The hummus was really good, clearly. It was very smooth, just the start of some spice. I wish it had a little bit more spice. I really loved it with the vegetables especially. And here we go. This is the New York strip, served with fries and a looks like a grilled tomato. Here is a look at tonight's dessert menu. One of my favorite desserts of all time, ever, anywhere, was at the Common Man in New Hampshire. They had a roasted apple, and I see roasted golden delicious apple. Oh, I have my hopes up that it's gonna be just as good. It's crossing my fingers that it's that good. So excited. Here is the roasted golden delicious apple. Already it doesn't look like my favorite dessert of all time, but it still looks like something I will enjoy. This reminds me of like just eating like apple pie filling with some whipped cream on top. I've stopped showing you all the ice cream that I get because it just would have been a vlog of ice cream, but I'm definitely getting better at making them. So the opening stage for Jersey Boys isn't as colorful as Havana was, but we are in the theater waiting to see Jersey Boys. I'm really, really excited about this. Never seen this show. Also, no video allowed, so I will let you know how we like it.